Need a horn and a drum roll.
Never talk to them boys that sit on them benches. I never talk to them boys that sit on them benches. I was in the game on 4th and inches.
Yo, what up? You better watch some hoops. Better watch some FSU hoops. See what this FSU basketball team is all about. Said I was gonna do it. I'm a little late, so we're gonna watch the second half together. And hit the like button as you come in. Small group, but it's all good. My first time covering the hoops live, so we're going to do some of that. Then we'll talk about the game afterwards. 35-31, Florida State versus Indiana. ACC Big Ten Challenge. FSU's only second game of the season. Defensively, man, we looking solid. Come on, number 5. You got to get that ball. It's a good shot. What up, Snipe? I know a little bit, man. I know a little bit. Good shot. I think people really sleeping on this Florida State basketball team, man. Oh, that was a travel. What was that? Oh, I'm about to say. They didn't call travel? You didn't call it. That was a travel. Defensively, we already know. Like, defensively, man, FSU is elite defensively. What John say? What up, Pope? So who are you picking? The Canes versus UNC and why? I ain't even gave much thought to that game. Is that who y'all play this week? UNC? I don't know. I'll be interested to see what y'all do. Dare I say UNC is probably going to be the second best team y'all have played all year. So be interested to see what y'all do, how y'all prepare against that offense. Defensively, y'all should offensively, y'all should score plenty of points. Can you hold them up is the question. That would be my question for you. Can y'all hold up defensively? But other than that, I don't know. Probably a shootout, maybe. I don't know. What up, James? Thank you. We're just chilling here, man. We're going to watch some basketball. Why not? Watch some basketball. A little solid game going on between Indiana and Florida State. Again, I really think people sleeping on this Seminole basketball team. That was a bad pass by MJ. That number 5 wasn't even looking for the ball anyway. Okay, we got a tie game, man. 38-38. I need him to get Scotty Barnes more involved offensively. And then number 5, he is not doing it for me. I do not like what I'm watching when I watch that kid. Sniper says Miami will have no answers for Sam Howell. I don't know. I'm not the biggest Sam Howell guy, so it wouldn't surprise me if Sam Howell came into that game and they need to get number 5 out the game, man. But I wouldn't be surprised if Sam Howell came out in that game and threw 3-4 interceptions. I honestly would not be surprised. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised. Everybody else here so far tonight, Tallahassee picks up foul number 40, 10.7 rebounds. Yeah, I'm not feeling that guy, man. Number 5, I'm not feeling him. Get him out the game. He's a liability on the defense. And offensively, I don't think he does enough to keep him in there. And John Shields says, thank you for your service. Hey, John, you thank me every show, so thank you. But I don't really expect much of a big turnout tonight. We might get some people in here. We might not. But we just talking basketball tonight and whatever else. Long distance three-pointer getting Nicky the eye for her, but a second effort out of Hunter. Nice job by Indiana to keep that alive. And a whistle. Foul on the floor here. 15:37 to go. And looks like we're going to go to commercial. Y'all see this BS rule that the Big Ten came up with to guarantee Ohio State a spot in the championship game? Man, if that's not some garbage, I don't know what is. So the Big Ten had a rule where you had to play a minimum of 6 games to qualify. Now all of a sudden, no. So Ohio State can make the game. We don't have to. They got rid of that rule. I get it. Ohio State is your money maker in that conference. A Big Ten championship without Ohio State, I got you. But damn, seems like all these major conferences just cater to the big schools. Unless you're the ACC and you just give FSU the finger every chance you get. This might be the year for Noles basketball. Duke and UNC not looking very good so far. I think FSU is the best team in the ACC in basketball. We would have at least went to the Elite 8 last year. This is only our second game of the season, so The ones you couldn't be more ready for. And even the ones that take you by surprise. These are the moments you'll remember. The ones that are impossible to forget. To new memories, Hilton and our family of hotels. Sniper said he don't know nothing about basketball. Tyler, what's up, man? We're just watching some basketball tonight. Talk some hoops and whatever else I decide to talk about tonight. Again, I was talking about the BS rule that the Big Ten made allowing Ohio State into their conference championship game. Well, they've had a rule that you had to have a minimum of 6 games, and all of a sudden for Ohio State, we'll break that rule. I get it. You got to have your best team in the conference championship, but I mean, you made a rule for a reason. That's just the way I look at it. But the hell do I know? It's all a money thing anyway. What really aggravates me is that Ohio State's probably going to qualify for the college play. They're probably going to qualify for the college football playoff. I don't see why they should be allowed to be in the college football playoff with 5 or 6 games on their resume. Like, to me, that is very unfair. But I'm sure Ohio State will be in it. Tyler says, of course, the NCAA bends over. Right. And what's up, Dennis Wilson? Watching some basketball tonight while talking about other things. Sort of an open forum tonight. We just chatting about whatever. We may or may not get more people in the chat, but it's all good. So actually, Indiana is up by 1 right now, 39-38. FSU got to get some offense going right now. Got to get some offense going. Good defense, but you got to rebound and get the offense going. Got to put somebody on 23, man. 23 is their best player, and you got to put someone on that guy. Panama says Ohio State hasn't played anyone except they haven't done anything, but I guarantee you they're going to qualify for all the major games because Ohio State and Texas A&M should have happened. I agree. And Dennis says, Sniper, you mean UNC won't have any answer for De'Aaron King? Good miss. Good miss. All right, down by 2. And we need good take. Good take. Offensively, we still got to get in a rhythm. It's hard for FSU to get easy baskets. I mean, that was a good take, but that was a tough shot. Yeah, I would like to see get Scotty Barnes more involved, but defensively, look at him. He's locked down, bro. He's locked down. He made 10 give the ball up because he's locked down. Good defense again, but get the rebound. All right, Scotty, man. Scotty Barnes is long. Look how big he is. Offensively, you got to get him involved. He's too talented to not get him involved offensively. Look at another tough shot. You got to get easier shots than that. Got to get easier shots. Come on, Scott. There you go, Scotty. That's why you got to get him involved so he gets his shot in a rhythm. Again, defensively. And then nobody covers 23. Come on, man. Come on, man. He said, you meant what he said. Louisville basketball this year is so underrated. We'll see, man. We'll see what Louisville does in basketball. The big dogs in the ACC are down this year. Duke doesn't look hot. It's funny how Duke loses a couple games, and now Coach K is talking about we shouldn't even be playing basketball. Ain't it funny how that happens? I guarantee you if Duke is undefeated, Coach K never says any of that. But they only want to mention the pandemic when you're losing. Well, we got to get offensively, you got to get Scotty Barnes more involved. UNC's down, Duke's down. This is the year for FSU. And, maybe Louisville. Maybe. We'll see what y'all bring to the table. MTL edits. We'll see. Could be the best 2 teams in the ACC, man. Who knows? FSU's got to get through this Indiana game. I mean, win, lose, or draw, I don't think it matters much for Florida State. It's only the second game of the season. Indiana's a tough second game, but defensively, I think Florida State's elite. Offensively, man, we got to find a way to get better and easier baskets. Jay says, chances we get any of these good D tackle prospects? We'll see. I mean, look, FSU's been linked with Lee Hunter for months now as a flip candidate, so it's possible. FSU's been linked with Tywone Malone for months now, so it's possible. If this staff is worth its weight, then you got to close out on one of these guys. And then you got Victory Vaca. Again, I said you got to close out on at least one. You got to get at least one guy. the best case scenario to me is you get two of the three, but you got to get one of those three. Vaca's probably your easiest get. He seems to be the one always tweeting Florida State stuff. The other two, yeah, probably long shots, but crazier things have happened. And I'll say this: if they don't sign on the early signing period, those two, there's a chance. There's a chance. If Duke doesn't want to play, then don't play. Yeah, I agree. Why is Louisville football so upset with Scott Satterfield interviewing on South? Panama, I don't know if you heard. I understand why they're upset with him, man. Did you not hear he gave an interview, and it's like, imagine Mike Norvell, or imagine Jimbo Fisher coming out while he was still the head coach of Florida State saying, "Oh yeah, I talked to Texas A&M, and I'm gonna talk to other schools too." Like, you'd be pissed off, and that's basically what Satterfield did. It's one thing to interview. Of course, coaches are going to interview, whatever. It's another thing to be like, yo, yeah, I did it, and I'm going to keep doing it. Like, and that's basically how he handled the situation. But the game's back on 42-42. Scotty Barnes on D, man. I'm telling you, man, the man is long and locked down on defense. I would put Scotty Barnes on 23. Good. There you go. Look, Scotty Barnes, long, getting that tip. He calls that steal. And one. That's what I'm saying. You got to get that 5-star future NBA player involved. He's locked down defense. If that kid shows offense, man, he's you know what I'm saying. If he gets the offense going, who knows? He's top 5 pick, if not higher. Gray having a great game. Barnes he's really good on defense, man. Oh, they called a charge? I thought they called an and one on that. Okay, I guess I was mistaken. Barnes, he was arrogant about it. I don't know. Ooh, nice shot, MJ. MJ's the unsung hero of this squad, guys. Obviously, Scotty Barnes, he's the big potential, best physical, talented player. MJ Walker might be the best player, though, on the team. Definitely the leader. Panama says he was arrogant about it. I don't know. That's what I'm saying, though, man. Like, it's one thing to interview. That's cool. It's another thing to, in your press conference, be, like you say, arrogant about it. Just imagine if it was Mike Norvell or Jimbo or whoever, while they're still our head coach, not only saying, yeah, I interviewed, but I'm going to take more interviews. You'd be like, yo, what the hell? Get the hell out of here. We don't want you. We don't need you. So I understand Louisville's problem. I really do. And that was some bull, Tyler. I agree. That was some bull. Raekwon Gary is looking pretty damn good. Look at the size of Gray. Why didn't we get this dude on the offensive line? That dude should be an offensive lineman, man. Why didn't anybody reach out and try to get Gray on the O-line? What is Gray? 6'8", 3-something? Man, come on. Look at the way he moves. Dude could have been an elite. That's what I'm just talking about, Tyler. Gray could be an elite offensive tackle for us, man. Look at his size. The way he moves. So he's obviously athletic. Scores 42-45, Panama. FSU in front. And they just gave up a driving layup, 44-45. But Gray should be on that old line. Look at the size of that dude. That's 24's fault. Never got his head around and found where the ball was. He just set a home pick for his own player. Look at MJ Walker, man. Tell you, man, it's the unsung hero of this team. Awesome take. Probably should have been an and one. 47-44. Hey, I'll put the score on the banner. $16 people. Small group watching basketball tonight, man. Hit that like button. Absolutely ridiculous, Sniper. Absolutely. Tell you, man, that man can show some offense. He's going to get drafted on defense alone because he's locked down. That dude shows that he's got a shot. Watch out. I think so, Jay. I think Walker's definitely going to carry the team in scoring until maybe something clicks for Scott. I mean, obviously, like I keep saying, Scotty Barnes is the most talented or highest upside player, but MJ Walker is probably the best player on the team. Obviously, the leader of the team, and they're going to ride him until it's time for that freshman maybe to take over. But he already sets the tone defensively. And like you said, once we get our shots going and we get our offense going, yeah, this team is going to be. Tell you, man, this FSU team might be the best college basketball team. I don't think that's like hyperbole or a reach. I think you might be looking at the legit best basketball team in the country. We're talking about Florida State. And it feels weird to even say that. It feels weird to even say that. But I think that's where we're at right now.
Maybe a couple of throw pillows would help.
Get a strategy gut check from our trade desk.
Just checking the Twitter feed. Nowadays, you never know when I get breaking news during a video. So I got to stay up to date on my Twitter feed. And Sniper says, I was just going to say he's going to get drafted just based off defense. He's going to develop on offense. Right. Who's our best big man? Probably Gray. I mean, you can count Scotty Barnes as a big man too, though. But probably Gray. I have a bad feeling about that unless we give up like 50 to Duke and Wake. We're still going to have Fuller as our DC next year. What you talking about, Jay? You talking about just the defense in general or what? Pretty powerful when at any point you have 1 7-footer on the court. FSU is extremely long, so that's always a plus. Extremely long. He said, yeah, I feel you on the defense. I honestly do. As far as I'm concerned, for me, Fuller should be gone. They're going to give him another year, and maybe he can prove me wrong. And maybe Fuller, with the full year of everything and guys, and he knows how to use his guys better, maybe he can turn a corner and prove me wrong. But if it was up to me, Fuller would be gone already. POLK, you hear anything about wide receiver that decommitted from us last year and went to Tennessee? You talking about was Malachi Wideman was his name? I think that's who you're talking about. But no, I think he's been non-existent at Tennessee. Oh, I want to talk about that. Light them up. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. But I'm going to get back to you, what you was talking about, Panama. I think that's you talking about, Malachi Wideman, if I'm not mistaken. And no, from what I haven't heard a damn thing that he's done at Tennessee. I don't even know if he played this year. He could have been on this basketball team, because I know he was super athletic, and he was a big basketball guy. Could jump out the gym. Yeah, Malachi Wideman has been a non-factor at Tennessee. Yeah, I haven't heard anything from him. I just wanted to drop and say, hey, have good nights, John. Thank you for tuning in as always, man. But yeah, So if you haven't heard, man, which I said this, I said, don't be shocked if Brandon Jennings decommits from Michigan. And now he's crystal ball to Maryland. I'm going to say this about Brandon Jennings. At a certain point, I'm not even going to blame the kid on this one. I want to know who is advising him. Who's his mentor? You would think with his father being a former football collegiate player, who is mentoring this kid? Seriously. Who is advising him? Who's in his corner telling him what? Because Jennings this has been one of the worst recruitments I may have seen in a long time, talking about Brandon Jennings. Obviously, is just hold on, getting caught up in the game. MJ from the corner. He missed the wide open three. But man, MJ is just not MJ. I'm sorry. Brandon Jennings is just his recruitment baffles me. I don't understand where it's not so much about loyalty, but about what is he looking for? Is he looking to go to the pros? Is he looking to start right away? What is he looking for? It's not so much for me about the kid, but about who's advising him and who's his mentors. That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Realistically, there are 30 DCs that would be way better than Fuller. I feel you. He missed his chance to play for one of the best. Yeah, I agree about Malachi Wyman. Again, with that athleticism, I get it. You didn't have a relationship with Mike Norvell, so you went to Tennessee, got you. But the fact that you've been a non-factor, I mean, he would have played this year. You feel me? He would have played this year. I'm sorry, this is a horrible look on Jennings. He looks like that girl to chase. I feel you. No, I agree with you. But again, we're talking about a 17, 18-year-old. Where's his? You would think with his father, you'd think he'd have more direction. And I agree. It's a bad look for him. I agree, Brandon. It's a bad look for him. But to me, it's also a bad look for his coaches. Again, for his dad, where's the mentors? Where's his advisor? Any of that. All of that. I'm not saying Maryland, you can go to Maryland and do whatever, but this recruitment is baffling to me, and I don't understand. Ooh, that was a travel. That was a travel. But they called foul. He was bailed out right there. He was bailed out. He cried the day he committed to us. Then commits to 3 different programs in a 3-month span. Yeah, I mean, I feel you, bro. I feel you. Probably something behind the scenes we don't know. Maybe his dad doesn't like the staff, so I don't know. I honestly believe he grew up an FSU fan, and that's probably where he wants to go. I'd have to believe that somebody in his corner is steering him in a different direction. That's just my personal belief. Because I don't understand. I don't understand him moving from FSU to Michigan to Maryland.
They must have said initially that it couldn't have been a walk because MJ Walker maybe didn't have control of the ball. Interesting call.
I mean, Maryland's 2-2. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. But hopefully Brandon Jennings finds whatever it is he finds. It wouldn't surprise me if Brandon Jennings, after this recruitment, is never heard from again, to be quite honest with you. He kind of has bust written all over him. I wish the best for him, though. I honestly do. I honestly wish the best for him. At this point, he's playing spin the bottle with these programs. Might be one of those guys that goes into college. That's what I just said, Tyler. That's what I just said. Me and Tyler are on the same page. I would not be surprised if after all this, you never hear the name Brandon Jennings again. Hope I'm wrong. I hope he's successful. I really do. I don't wish unsuccess I don't wish nothing bad on anybody. But it would not surprise me if after all of this, he goes to Maryland and you never hear from a Brandon Jennings again. He's just a guy. This is what happens in a pandemic. Kids have tough decisions to make with being unable to visit schools. I don't even know if this is the pandemic, bro, to be honest with you, because he's from Jacksonville, but he seems intent to play up north. 23 is a problem for Indiana. We can't really do anything with him. They need to put Scotty Barnes on him. Bro, 31, you better start passing the ball. What the hell is that? Looking like Milton. He's 100% crystal balled. Yeah, I said it when I do my show Monday. I said it on Monday. I thought FSU was going to land Milton. I think Mackenzie Milton's going to happen. Now, the question you have to ask when talking about Mackenzie Milton is, how's he going to be after that injury? Good take by Scotty. Oh, you got to finish that, though. That was a good take, though. That was a good take, but he's got to finish that at the rim. My question on Mackenzie Milton is how he's going to be after that knee got destroyed. Is he ever going to be the same quarterback? But I'm all in. You should take him, though. I'm here scouting for Saturday. What's up, Chad? Go ahead and scout. We whooping on them Gators, too. But go ahead and scout. We whooping on them Gators Saturday, too. Someone needs to sit that man down and explain to him. I agree. That's what I'm saying, Brandon. I think his whoever's in his corner is doing him no favors. I honestly believe that. His father, his coaches, whoever is guiding him, it has to tell him, look, bro, just stop committing to schools. Nobody would say anything if you just decommitted from FSU and then took this whole process to find your school. But to go from school to school to school, man, sit down, take your time, and pick the best place for you. It's really not a good look. Hey, Polk, I'm from Sanford, a.k.a. Buki. Have you checked out Henderson Twins we offered from my hometown? I have not, but I'll definitely look at them, William. I like Milton, but Jordan Travis has a lot of upside. I agree. But what I believe is, I believe Mackenzie Milton can push a Jordan Travis. And I think, listen, Mackenzie Milton has played on some big stages. Good. Scotty Barnes just can't catch a break, man. That should have went in. And he gets the steal. Look at this dude. Oh, he tried to poke on him. He tried it. Polite tried to poke on him. But Scotty Barnes, man, defensively is elite, bro. Look at this. He's just so long. And then he tried to get him. He tried to get him. What was I saying? About Milton. I think Milton, if nothing else, he can push Jordan Travis. And also Jordan Travis can learn a lot from Mackenzie Milton. Mackenzie Milton played on some big stages. He played in some big games. He's been very successful at the college level. I mean, he can learn a lot from Mackenzie Milton. So either way, I think it's a plus. Yeah, Chad, you're getting whooped Saturday, bro. You're getting whooped. Milton provides mentorship, guidance for our young. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Milton's going to provide a lot of things that these kids can learn from, I think. Exactly, Tyler. People are going to look at him as maybe. The truth is, guys, don't get me wrong. I would welcome Brandon Jennings back. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I wouldn't welcome him back. He's a talented kid. Has the potential to be a good football player. But we may have dodged a bullet. We may have dodged a character issue. We're talking about Brandon. Not saying he's a bad kid, but he kind of reminds me of the crop of guys that we've just pushed out the door. Entitled. Maybe don't think they need to work, just want to go ride the wave of some great program. You feel what I'm saying? We may have dodged a bullet with the Brandon Jennings thing because his recruitment is looking like one of the worst recruitments, man, I've seen in a long time. I'm sure you guys will. Heck, UF has been better. They will still lose to FSU. No, Chad, keep the energy. Don't come in here being all nice and playing possum. Keep that energy, Chad. I don't want to hear it. Seems like he really wants to go to FSU, but someone is invited. That's kind of what it seems like to me, Ardavius. bro, can we make a bucket, period? But absolutely, got to make those free throws. Got to make them free throws. I feel like in order to see a complete Travis, he needs a QB whisperer like a Jimbo, but we don't have that. So Milton, it is. I mean, I don't know. Look, we can't write the book on Mike yet. Mike did a pretty good job with his quarterbacks at Memphis. We just got to give it time, guys. Just got to give it time. Got to have a little bit of patience. Adam Fuller got him confused. Hell, Adam Fuller got him damn self confused. Adam Fuller don't know what defense he calling anyway either. I'm kind of pissed off Clemson's got a Disney movie. I'm not going to lie. That kind of blows me. I just saw the commercial. That's trash. How the hell Clemson get a Disney movie? Milton will bring a winner's mentality. Yeah, he brings a lot. I think Milton brings a lot. Even if he's not 100% healthy from that knee injury, he brings a lot in preparation, just teaching these guys. And maybe Jordan Travis beats him out. And if Jordan Travis ain't known for staying very healthy himself, that's a good second option. And maybe he wins the job and Jordan Travis is a good second option. So I think we all right. I would definitely welcome him back, but he would have to prove his teammates and coaches that he really wants to be here. He's showing that he can't handle adversity. I really think he's being advised very, very wrong. Made in the Ville in the building. What's going on? That's my Louisville partner. Hey guys, check this out. I want to say it because Made in the Ville, he sent me an invite yesterday. When FSU plays Louisville in basketball, we're going to get on together. So y'all definitely, all my Florida State guys, y'all come check that out when that happens. That's going to be a dope show, I think. And both basketball programs are definitely better than our football program. So we should have some good things to talk about, win, lose, or draw. So there you go. Travis has definitely improved overall. He isn't going to turn into Michael Vick overnight. I think even Adam Fuller knows he's in overhead. The question is, can Mike Norvell figure it out before it's too late? No, Polk. I love Mike Norvell. I'm one of the few that loves him, but we all know Norvell ain't no Jimbo. Well, yeah, I feel you. Okay. If you want to talk about it in that aspect, right. He's no Jimbo. Definitely feel you on that. But that doesn't mean without his right guy, he can't make or do some special things with a certain type of quarterback. We just got to wait and see. But I understand where you're getting at. Right now, 49-48, Indiana's got the lead. Basically only because FSU can't make free throws right now. And Scotty Barnes can't catch a break. When he makes a basket, they call the charge. One ball goes in and out. It was halfway down, popped out. Scotty Barnes is the goods, man. Foul right there. Like they're fouling him every time he goes to the rim. But Scotty Barnes is the goods. Again, elite defensively. He's elite defensively. And Made in the Ville says 100%. Yes, we will be doing our thing. 17 people in the building. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Let's see if FSU can make a shot. All right, Polite. Polite's been off. Polite's been off this game. I think he made 1 3, but he's missing free throws. What was that? What kind of defense was that? Good block. Let's go. All right, here we go. Good block, good transition offense. I like that. Is it me as Polite been on this team for like 5 years now? I feel like Polite ain't been on this team forever. FSU's got a good mix of veterans and young guys. I like that. I like Scotty Barnes on 23. That's a good matchup. There you go, Scott, and Scotty firing them up. Good block. I'll turn it up a little bit. 50-50. Good game. Physical game.
Quick whistle before the shot, tied at 50. I have to expect that Indiana is going to continue to go to that high ball screen action. One of the ways that you can.
Well, damn! Every time they getting all these free throws, that's cute. Are we fouling that much? It's ridiculous. But when we get fouled, we gotta inbound the ball. But when they get fouled, they're going straight to the free throw line.
ACC players colliding. Number 17, North Carolina, traveling to South Florida, take on number 10, Miami. There's Fowler, Kirk Herbstreit, and Willie Taylor on the call from Hard Rock Stadium, 3:30 Eastern on Saturday.
Crazy how much more fit Gray looks. Yeah, he looks good. Gray looks good. Again, man, he should be our offensive tackle probably. Gray should be a starting offensive tackle for Florida State. Look at his size, man, the way he moves. He'd be a first-round offensive tackle. Scotty, you got to pass that one out. You got to pass that one out behind you, Scotty. Panama says, I'm excited about watching the Duke game and see how much our team has improved, if any. Just looking forward to watching the young guys. I feel you, Panama. I'm looking forward to the game myself. I've honestly, I think we're going to win it, but I'm not expecting much. The more young guys that get to play, the more mistakes and stuff I think you can expect. But yeah, you tried it. Good defense, man. This team defensively. All right, Polite. Oh, he took a foul. I thought Polite should have pulled it, but he knows his shot's not falling. So I good drive. It was a good take. These calls. I just realized, yep, it's second half. Do you think we get a new AD before spring next year? I haven't heard anything on it, so I doubt it. I doubt it. Not until this pandemic gets under control could FSU maybe start dishing out some money. So I don't think so. Light them up. I could be wrong. I just don't think so. I heard we will probably have players playing both sides of the ball against Duke, possibly. I'll be interested to see who they choose to do that with. I expect to see some certain things on. I expect to see Travis J play corner. Because we only got like 3 guys right now dressed out for corner. Maybe they try to throw one of those corners on offense. Maybe at the receivers. Every other position, though, I think we're solid at. I don't think you need to do that. How is it they ball hit the back of the backboard? It's FSU's ball, man. Pokey playing some cornerback. That would make sense. If you remember, Ontario Wilson actually was recruited as a corner. Ontario Wilson was recruited as a corner and made the switch over to wide receiver. So that would make sense. It would make sense to get Pookie Wilson at corner. We need corners, so that would definitely make sense. Travis J. What kind of pass was that, MJ? Come on, man. We're making bad mistakes right now. He tried to pass it, looked like between his legs or something. Travis J is definitely possible to play both ways, so maybe he could line up at some receiver. So it's possible. 6 and 15 on free throws. That's what's killing us, man. We should probably actually be pretty comfortably ahead in this game. We should probably be comfortably ahead in this game. But we can't hit free throws right now. And offensively, we're really struggling to find our shots. What the? Hopefully FSU don't make Chase Bryce look like Justin Fields. Bro, I'm not expecting anything great from Florida State these last 2 games. All I know is we give up 500 yards to Duke. I don't see how can Adam Fuller make it out of that game. I don't want to hear about the players. or any of that. And I guarantee you, with the same players we have, I can name 20 defensive coordinators that wouldn't give up 500 yards a game like this team is. Come on, Scotty, man. You got to hit them free throws, man. So I guess that you want to talk about weaknesses in the game, there's Scotty's weaknesses. Looks like his shot. Obviously, we know he's long, athletic, elite defensively. He's got to improve his offensive game, which can definitely be a develop. He's built like Giannis, man. You know, I look at Scotty, man. He looks like Giannis out there. Oh, good shot. Who would we replace? If we talk about Adam Fuller, bro, there's a lot of candidates out there. Don't make me pick one. FSU needs a Power 5 defensive coordinator, period. Not some guy who's only ever coached at Marshall and some schools you've never even heard of. Good shot. Good shot. I hope we have enough. I hope we have a big enough lead to get Tate Rodemaker some game reps. I would too. I would like to see that. Tate needs all the reps he can get. That would definitely help him. If Odell retires, we should go after the Pitt D-line coach, who's from South Florida. And that Pitt D-line has been the strength of their team. And we come back and give up that big shot. So we're going back and forth right now. 3:45 left. Indiana up 2. Now you gotta hit the free throws. You gotta hit these free throws. A good way to draw the foul. They're running that 3-2 zone, full court pressure. Never saw that before. And Tyler says, yeah, name anyone in that Power 5. Yeah, polite, man. You got to play closer to the ball on that one, man. When Adam Fuller said he thought a 3-man front would be a good look for some ending, I had heard it all. I needed to hear.
They're called, and they embark on a great adventure. They are tested.
All I know is you better not give up 450 plus to Duke. That's all I know.
Their spirit is
You can't. There's no way. There's no way at that point can you justify keeping that man if this defense does that. I don't care about all the players that's missing. None of that. We got the athletes. We got enough players to not give up 450 yards.
And find one-of-a-kind deals at the winter jewelry sale. Shop online with a virtual consultant. Zales, the diamond store. Experience clean in a whole new way. Now Roomba vacuums exactly where you need it. And offers personalized cleaning suggestions for a clean unique to you and your home. Roomba and the iRobot Home app. Only from iRobot.
I got a sausage. You can do better, Steve. Get a freshly made footlong from Subway. You can even order on the Subway app.
Did I just get picked off by Deion Sanders?
You sure did.
So the Drew Estrada, he's the Dartmouth wide receiver, possible transfer. They're crystal balling him to Baylor. Just a heads up. So we might miss out on him.
And mind-blowing innovations like our Quick Drop Fly. We've also reinvented loungewear. Yeah, loungewear. You can trust our thousands of 5-star reviews because Tommy John knows how comfortable you want to be.
Go to TommyJohn.com right now for $20 off site-wide.
Not just a 3-man front, a 3-3 stack. Yeah, man. We're down 2 with 10 missed free throws. Again, this game shouldn't really be this close. But it's only the second game of the season. So, again, win, lose, or draw, this game is, this game is fine. This is they're still learning. Young team that's going to still learn how to play. FSU's only played one game so far, so let's see how we close this game out. Got to close this game out.
We get a dandy here in the last 3.5 minutes, 57-55. Also some foul trouble. Franklin has 4 for Indiana. Popovica also with 4 for FSU. Spent a lot of the second half on the bench. And the entire second half has been played within 4 points of each other, these two teams.
And every common foul, remainder of the way, it's going to be 2 shots. Both teams with a double bonus on the next foul.
Chauncey Magwood. What are you talking about?
FSU, but they have time to clean that up here down the stretch with Walker, who is arguably their best foul shooter at the line.
We need to hit both of these.
Early on, he was real quiet and just exploded.
There you go. There's one.
Walker was a 44% three-point shooter last year. He's not shot the 3 particularly well in this game.
What position do you play? Tyler, I've never even heard of him. Oh!
He's been excellent.
Look at that.
It's a shooter's roll on the second one to tie it at 57.
Here comes that full court.
Here goes the full court press.
It's been 1-2-2.
Yeah, you gotta. Come on, man. You gotta have somebody on 23. That's not. Come on, man. Right.
That was just too easy.
Barnes tried to bounce feed and a whistle with a scrum in the lane there.
Panama says, Pope, we offered a kid from 224 classic QB, 61 pounds from Georgia, Jalen Buster. Hope we put some more weight because that's James Blackman, the same size he got to FSU. I mean, yeah, but that's 2024. That kid's not even close to done growing. What is he? If he's a part of the 2024 class, what is he? 15 right now? 14, 15 years old right now. So I wouldn't too much worry about that. It is a frustrating game, D. Thompson. What's up? 59-59. 3 minutes left. We're hitting our free throws now, so that's a plus. But we got to pay. They got to put eyes on 23. I understand you want to run this full court press. 23 has been killing us, man. Good defense. Good defense. Dang, I still remember the time FSU almost pulled off the upset against Duke in 2018, but Cam registered the buzzer beater for that win. Remember that game? And said, never mind on Magwood. Okay. All right. You got a chance to take the lead, man. It's a solid take. He just didn't drop. But I like what MJ did there.
Directing traffic. Durham back outside. Tennessee in tighter. Well, that was a difficult shot. Harassed by FSU. And here they come.
All right, hit that. Yak him. Nope.
Not there for him.
Almost got the rebound, but couldn't get it. I don't think that dude's came off the court all game, man. Oh, nice strip. Oh, that looked like a strip, man. These refs are killing me. What was that? You calling it a jump ball? He stripped the ball on the way down.
Northwestern is starting right now over on ESPNU. It'll jump to ESPN once the dust settles.
Bro, nobody cares about Pitt Northwestern. Go back to the game.
Tech has beaten Nebraska, so another much-needed win now for the ACC, Obi.
All right, so they're making a bit of a comeback in the ACC Big Ten Challenge.
That was a bogus call. He stripped the ball and they called a jump ball. Oh, and they gave up a wide open shot in the corner. At least he missed it. And 23. 23, man. Come on. Put a body on the kid.
Another great play by Trace Jackson Davis. Just nobody could block him out.
And now Gray hurt.
Gets up there for the tip in off the shot from the right corner. Just another big time play by a big time player. His activity level, Dave, is just so high, and the ball finds the most active players. Good pass out, and
nobody blocks him out. Nobody.
Just got to wind up getting to the other side of the basket.
Come on, man.
On the left side of the basket, got to the right side to tip that in.
I'm talking about polite sniper. He may have rushed that shot.
Big time extra effort by Trace Jackson Davis.
He has 20 points. Not bigger than that tip in.
But, man, 23 is killing us right now.
Trying to do something that nobody has done here in Tallahassee at the Tucker Center in a long, long time. It's a 24-game home-court winning streak.
Yeah, man. Hey, and a 24-game winning streak at home. FSU got to keep this winning streak going.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is presented by Continental Tire for what you do. And by Pandora. What number was that? I had 4. All right, we're here in Tallahassee, a 61-59 lead for Indiana, Florida State. It looked like Raekwon Gray may have been a little necked up there a moment ago as he kind of hobbled off the floor. And they're going to get the 7-footer, Koprivica, back on the court as well. He's been sitting in deep foul trouble there in the second half.
We got to start boxing out.
Indiana has flipped the script on Florida State essentially in the second half with offensive rebounding. In the first half, the offensive rebounds mostly went to Florida State. In the second half, the Hoosiers have gotten second chance.
So bringing number 5 in the game.
Led by Trace Jackson Davis. I mean,
How's the free throw is not the easiest thing to make. Mind-boggling. Crazy, ain't it? The kids these days, they learn how to shoot the 3 before they learn how to shoot a free throw. They learn how to shoot the 3 before they learn how to do a proper layup.
Reason they lead, however slender it is, 61-59.
It is not easy to out-rebound Florida State, but what a great effort in this second half by Indiana, not only on the defensive end, because they've held Florida State to under 40%.
You a Rocket fan?
Yeah, Florida, they played excellent free throw defense.
What'd you think about the Westbrook trade? That trade doesn't make sense to me, Sniper. You're trading John Wall. You traded Westbrook for John Wall, who just came off a ruptured Achilles. I don't see where that makes sense. 1 minute left, Panama. We're down by 2 with the ball. But yeah, Sniper, I don't understand that trade. I don't understand trading John Wall for Russell Westbrook. My opinion, you're just better off keeping Westbrook.
Last year when they met in Bloomington, FSU is ranked number 4 in the country, and Indiana walked out of their own building with an 80-64 victory. Great win for them. So the officials working at the monitor here. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is presented by Continental Tire for what you do. And in Tallahassee tonight, FSU and Indiana colliding in the challenge. Great to have you with us this evening.
Just a minute to go.
Because they want to keep Harden. Harden and Westbrook was an experiment season. Harden didn't want to play with Westbrook anymore.
That's the reason for the delay here.
I see. You would have think those guys, I mean, they used to play together in OKC, so you would have thought they were good, you know.
And really, the two best options, as you see the cramping, taking care of Bray taking care of the cramping issue. That's why he's out of the game. But it's got to be MJ Walker and, I think with the ball. And then Anthony Polite spot out. Those are the two best shooters that are in the game right now for Florida State.
Well, they've got to.
Man, what are the refs doing?
Because it's been 3 minutes without a field goal for the Seminoles.
They've gotten to the line over that period, but as we've mentioned, it's been difficult to knock free throws down. Indiana is shooting 17 of 23 from the line, 11 of 21, just 52% for Florida State. You talk about margin for error.
So have y'all seen that? LSU put themselves on a self-imposed bowl ban for this year. Y'all see that? LSU, 3-5 LSU has put themselves on a bowl ban for this year, not next year, this year. That is hilarious to me. That is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, this late in the game, you don't mind it taking a little bit longer. You want to get it right at this stage.
Ooh, MJ with the shot. MJ with the 3, 62-61 Florida State. Big shot by MJ Walker right there. Big shot. Tell you, man, Walker's that dude. Chad says, I lived in Houston. My dad took me to the Rockets games when they had Moses Malone. That was a long time ago, Chad, when they had Moses Malone. I stopped watching NBA in the late 90s, though. Well, after Jordan retired, wasn't worth watching. It's a circus out there. No, POLK. They were babies in OKC, nowhere near the play. I know. I agree with that. I agree with that, Sniper. I'm just saying you would have think they would have known how to play together better, being that they had that. Where'd the foul come from? At least he missed the shot. But you would have thought they would have had more chemistry, being that they played together before. That's all I'm saying. Chad says, yeah, I'm old. Jordan, the reason we have 2 championships. I mean, you got to credit Hakeem Olajuwon with that, you know. You got to Hakeem was a big reason. But, yeah, Jordan retiring probably was the reason y'all got them 2 championships. But also give credit to Hakeem, the Dream, Olajuwon. 62-62. And Scotty Barnes with a rebound. Man, Scotty Barnes can't buy a bucket tonight. 30 seconds, less than 30 seconds left. 24, 22, 62-62. Scotty Barnes with the ball at the top of the key. Tried to drive, got stopped, kicked it to MJ Walker. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. MJ with the fade away. FSU. Oh, did we get the rebound? I think we got the rebound. With 6 seconds left, I think FSU got the rebound. That was tough. That was close. I couldn't tell who got it. And FSU got the rebound. 6 seconds left. Woo! He was my fave player. Jordan was everybody's fave. Bowl ban. They might not get a bowl. Just the fact that you bowl ban this year, like, get the hell out of here. It's a joke. It's a joke. Says, I agree. LSU is struggling this year. Josh Danner, what's up? Houston matched up well with Chicago. They beat them a fair amount. Mad Max was good at defending MJ. Somebody step up. Well, we going to have the ball for this last possession. We might hit overtime here tonight. Or MJ's, or you got to set the last shot up for MJ for me. Oh, Olajuwon was your favorite player. Okay. That's what's up. Olajuwon was really good.
But oftentimes, as you know, in this situation, it's
My money is on Koprivica. I think that's number 5, right? Yeah, number 5. You think he's gonna get the last shot? I think MJ gonna take the last shot. They're gonna either gonna give MJ the ball at the top of the key, let him make a play, or maybe try to set something up for Polite to get a wide open look. Scotty's gonna inbound it.
The Hoosiers certainly will. Tied at 62. The 6'9" freshman.
Yeah, Indiana calls a timeout, so they're gonna draw. Indiana gonna make sure they got the right defense.
Trying to stop FSU from pulling it out here. Yeah, we thought, all night long that it might come down to the very bitter end. That's exactly how it's unfolding here.
Well, Florida State would love to win this game in regulation.
Tie game, Panama, 62. 62. 62. Matter of fact, let me update that. 62-62 with 6.6 seconds left. Peter Shields, what's up, man? We just watching some basketball. Good game here between Indiana and Florida State. 24-game home win streak on the line right now. FSU's got the ball with 6 seconds left. Tie game. Look for MJ to close it out. That's my pick.
Indiana won it last year in Bloomington. Different kind of game. This one is nip and tuck. And Northwestern still to come. But we are not done yet here in Tallahassee.
All right, here we go.
Scotty Barnes will try and get it in.
Let MJ drive to the rack for the win. I think they're gonna give it to MJ at the top. Are they trying to get it? What the hell? Scotty, what was that? That's a bad pass by the freshman. That looked like he might have called that timeout, man. We might have called a break there. We might have called a break there. 4 seconds left. Scotty, you got to make a smarter decision there. I mean, a true freshman, I got it. But yeah, I don't know why he threw that pass. Yeah, Polite wide open at the top. I'm not sure. Not sure why he threw that pass. And we're going overtime. We're going overtime, baby. We might have called a break there because I felt like they had got that. Probably should have gave him that timeout.
This year we decided to host for the holidays.
It was a tight squeeze. Turns out to cook a whole dinner, you need a whole kitchen. And that was Rocket Mortgage looking at loan options for our next kitchen was easy.
62-62 Panama. We're going to overtime, man.
When you're ready for a home that's fit for the holidays and your budget, Rocket can.
I don't know.
Well, it's fascinating. The final seconds of regulation. Indiana's going to argue that they got a theft by Franklin. He had possession and he got a timeout, but then he was falling over the out-of-bounds line, and they did not grant him that timeout. And here's a look.
Really difficult situation. And this is sort of a bang-bang call when you're not supposed to grant it when a player is jumping out or falling out of bounds.
Yeah, Tyler, if we made a free throws, this game isn't even close. Again, we've missed 10 of them. You make 10 free throws, we win this game comfortably. We win this game, by 10 points. But that's basketball for you. Damn, Gray cramping up. Why is he taking the shot? I think they rushed it. You probably shouldn't have Scotty Barnes inbounding. To me, he's made two mistakes on the inbound play there down the stretch. That probably shouldn't have been given to Gray, but that's just me. And then Barnes play like he does. Again, all the talent in the world. You can see size, length, athleticism. But yeah, he plays like a true freshman. So absolutely. And that's okay. But we in overtime. Let's see what we get.
Here in Tallahassee, I think you're right. There's something fitting about this game, the way it's been played. Going to an overtime. On the spin move and one, Jackson.
Come on, man. 23 is whooping our ass. We don't have an answer for dude.
They got MJ Walker guarding Trace Jackson Davis, and then Scotty Barnes got switched off on him, and Barnes was just playing too straight up and down. And
right.
It's so hard to take those angles away from him because he plays
3-point lead.
so well.
3-point lead, Indiana. 23 is killing us, man. We don't have an answer for him. No answer for him. MJ Walker with that air ball. Good rebound by 10. Good rebound by Osborne, man. He snatched that thing with like one arm. But we got to make some buckets, man. We're not making any buckets down the stretch. Somebody's got to take this game over. Another air ball, man. FSU's not executing on offense down the stretch, man.
Indiana's defended very well. This has a chance to be a really good defensive team.
This has a chance to be a terrific win early in the season. For Indiana, FSU, by the way, has missed the last 8 shots. But Jay points out a lot of that is Hoosier defense.
We're not executing on offense down the stretch. MJ Walker should not be on 23. I don't like that. All right, come on. We got to score some points. Got to score some points.
They need to bring Jackson Davis out, use him in some of that ball screen action, and get him away from the basket, and then roll him down and get a mismatch in the low post.
Ooh, nice shot from Barnes. All right. With the tie game, 65-65. Scotty Barnes just nails a NBA level 3 right there. He was way behind the arc. And if he can do that consistently, FSU will really be a problem. But he hasn't shown that he can do that consistently yet. Watch 23. Let's go. Let's go. Defensively, man, that's still our bread and butter. What happened? Call timeout? Gray is cramping bad. Yeah, Gray can barely walk, man. He's cramping pretty bad. Yeah, baby. Scotty Barnes with that deep 3. Look at that 3. Man, that 6'9", I don't know. Scotty Barnes, to me, really looks like Giannis out there. Am I the only one who sees a Giannis Antetokounmpo comparison when I'm watching Scotty Barnes? 6'9", can handle, can't really shoot that well like Giannis, but can pass, rebound, plays elite defense. Scotty Barnes looks like be honest, man. To me, maybe I'm just reaching on that. 67-65, man. Florida State just took the lead. Ooh, deep three that went in and out. FSU with the lead. 67-65. FSU with the lead. Man, hit that like button if you ain't hit it yet. Number 5 with the rebound in the bucket. Number 5 is a defensive liability, but offensively, he's probably our most polished big man. And MJ with the strong take. Let's go, MJ. Oh, come on. These refs are ass, bro. That was an and one. What are y'all talking about? How? That was an and one. I guess they called a travel. I don't know. They tripping. They called foul on MJ Walker? Oh, these refs. These refs. Ooh, get that shit out of here. Big time block, but that was a bogus call. Get that out of here. That was a bogus call. They called a foul on MJ Walker. Wow. Bogus call, man. Good defense. Good defense. They don't want us to be great. Y'all see that call? Am I the only one that thinks that was a terrible call? That was a terrible call. Look at this. Look at this. Where's the offensive foul? What? Oh, they called a walk. Where's the walk? 1, 2. He took 2 steps. He gathered, took steps. Man, the refs are terrible. He gathered the ball. On his gather, took 2 steps and went up for the layup. How was that a walk? Right, Tyler, textbook. I don't know what these refs are looking at. They just don't want us to be great. They just don't want us to be great.
On this floor, that streak beginning January of 2019. They're trying to make it 10 consecutive overtime wins.
Ref screwing FSU. Name. Yeah, I mean, yeah, when you come to basketball, the Indiana name is definitely more iconic, but come on, man. We at home, man, and we getting these type of calls. This is ridiculous. Again, I don't want to blame the refs too much. Florida State has to hit their free throws. If we hit the free throws, we've hit our free throws. This game's already over. So we can blame ourselves, but man, the refs are not doing us any favors. Peter Shields says, keep 23 off the glass. Absolutely. 23 has killed us all game. Keep the ball out of his hands, period. Now, there's only 8 seconds left. He does his damage in the paint mostly. But keep him off the glass. Keep the ball out of his hands. And Williams says these refs are terrible, man. These refs are trash.
Walker, number 23 for FSU. He's been leading the way for the Seminoles in 19, including a couple.
Yes, sir. We are definitely going to beat them. We're going to beat Duke and the Gators on Saturday.
With the ball.
Let's expect that Trace Jackson Davis is going to be involved here.
Good rebound. Good rebound. Like I said, 23 does his damage in the paint, man. There you go, Scotty. Milk the clock. Scotty calling for an ISO. Let's see what he does. Let's see what the 5-star pulls out of his bag of tricks right here. Oh, nice block from 23. Hey, man, you got to shoot. That was a good block from 23, man. 23 is a good player.
Just a terrific job by Indiana of blowing up that play. They ran essentially the same play.
That's a good block. Barnes has to probably take the step back on that. And Polite's got to be aware of the shot clock, man, and just catch it and pull it. Ah, man.
And that allowed Trace Jackson Davis to get there and block that shot. That's excellent defense by Armin Franklin first and then Trace Jackson Davis.
Come on, throw us a bone. Chad, I throw no bones. I throw no bones. Oh, yeah, he didn't get it off. What you like to see right there is Barnes have the awareness to realize if I take a step back shot, I got a wide open shot, right? Instead of forcing the drive, you do like a step back. Try to bank it off the glass or something, but it's all right. We can't give up a 3 here, so defend the 3 at all costs. And at worst, we go to another overtime. Hey, Drea.
Contested in this game that we talked about, could come down to a loose ball, taking a charge, an offensive rebound. And so for Florida State, to win this game, you got to get us.
Peter, I'd rather him give the back door to 23. Maybe we get some time left on the clock. Just don't give up the 3. If we got to go another overtime, so be it. But do not give up the 3 right here.
Pretty simple. All you got to do is when the shot clock goes to 0, that's the game clock for you.
All right, here we go. Again, I'd make the case if FSU should just give up a quick. I mean, if you can play lockdown D, obviously you do it. But I wouldn't be mad if you just gave them a quick bucket here. Avoid the 3 ball, give them a quick bucket, and you get the last shot. That's what I would do. If I'm Indiana, I hold the ball to the last shot. You don't want to give Florida State a chance to get the ball back, even if you make a shot. The question is, if you're Indiana, do you play for the win or do you play for the tie? Do you play for the 3 ball or do you just want to take this game to another overtime? They might try to set up something on the perimeter right here. I think they might go for the 3 ball. Yeah, I think they're setting up for. I'm with that though. That's a good play. Banana. Banana.
Letting him go one-on-one against Koprivica. Koprivica gets that left hand in there and just rakes across the arms of Jackson Davis. Now he's going to go to the line with a chance to tie.
What's up, man?
Number 5 on Koprivica. He's been in foul difficulty most of the night, certainly in the second half, and that'll bring back on Raekwon Gray, the 6'8", 260 senior.
Sniper said, did you watch Magic Johnson play? And if so, do you think he's the greatest point guard ever? When Magic's career ended, man, I was super young. So, no, I didn't really get to watch him play. Definitely not in his prime. But even if I didn't get to watch him play, I still think he's the greatest point guard ever. I didn't get to watch him play live, but I can go watch all his old games. A guy that was 6'9" that could do the things that Magic could do, 6'9" point guard like that. Yeah. Best passer ever. All right, here we go. We're playing for overtime, or what's Scotty gonna do? Oh, Scotty Barnes with the bank shot. Let's go, Scotty. Let's go, Scotty. I didn't even think that was going to go in. Good shot by Scotty. What up, Rose? Yes, sir. Let's go, Nose. Scotty Barnes.
Who went straight up, made it really difficult for him to shoot over. What a great play by Scotty Barnes, the freshman.
He came in with all the accolades of one of the best high school players in the country, one of the most hotly recruited players in America.
9 points, 4 assists.
National Player of the Year candidate, he's the preseason ACC Freshman of the Year. Only 9 points in the game, but he's hit 2 of the most important shots, obviously. And 5 of his 9 points tonight came out in overtime.
Hurricane Kilo. Appreciate you. Maiden Dade was popping. We watching this basketball game that's going down to the wire. But Scotty Barnes may have just sealed the deal.
The ball's in the air, go get it.
Ooh. Let's go, FSU. 2-0. Good stuff. Absolutely, Sniper. Scotty Barnes made the 2 biggest shots of the game. That 3 and that last second, that last game winner right there. I didn't even think this one was going in, but he pulled it off. He pulled it off. Chad say, good win. See you Saturday. All right, Chad. And now we got Northwestern and Pitt, and I don't care about this one. Come on, remote. All right. What y'all talking about? Don't get it twisted, Kilo. I'm football first and foremost, but I gotta look. It's good times over here at FSU basketball, so we gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it. That's gonna give Scotty confidence. Wouldn't surprise me if he comes out of the shell offensively. Once he clicks offensively, Tyler, he's gonna be a real problem. Gonna be a real problem. I know this is about FSU basketball, but I seen Tyrone Malone, Crystal Ball to Ole Miss. He's been Crystal Ball to Ole Miss for a little bit. And plus, this isn't all about basketball. This is about whatever we want to talk about tonight. I just wanted to make sure I got the basketball stuff on here. We'll see how they close out, bro. We'll see how they close out. So where will the football game be next year at FSU, or does it go back to UF? Who was supposed to have it this year? That's a good question, Chad. I don't know. Who was supposed to host? Was it? I'm trying to think. Was it a away game? Wasn't it supposed to be a home game for us this year? Oh no. Montre, what up? Kilo, FSU basketball is legit. I'm hoping Coach L can get us over the hump. So we were supposed to have a home game this year, so it's a good question. I think FSU should get it next year. I mean, if the last game was played in Florida, then the next game should be playing FSU regardless. In Tallahassee, do you think Spence versus Pac will happen? I hope so. I kind of would like to see Bud fight Pac. I don't think 41-year-old Manny Pacquiao, I don't think got anything for Errol Spence. It'll happen if Manny Pacquiao want one last big payday before retirement. That's probably the fight to take. Other than that, I don't know. I think Pacquiao might just hold on that belt till retirement, and who knows? But he might look for one last big payday, and Earl would be the guy to do it. I'm enjoying the win, Tyler, but I'm still going to speak on football. What up, Todd? I'm not a big college basketball fan, but it is what it is. Maiden Day say hell effing no. I think he's talking about the Spence and Pacquiao fight, and it would only be fair to have FSU host, but who knows? Yeah, true. I don't know. I don't know. I just think it would make sense regardless of what happened. The last game was in Gainesville. The next game should be in Tallahassee. Dan Mullen will cry for a whole. Absolutely, T2Y. Dan Mullen will come on crying about this. It should be a home game. Who gets player of the game? So the two biggest plays were made by Scotty, but overall, MJ Walker was probably player of the game. I think what he had, 19 points, led the team in points. He made big plays himself. Frankly, a lot of his big plays were called back. He had 1-and-1 that was called back because of an offensive foul, and 1-and-1 that was called back because they say he walked when he didn't. MJ had some bad calls against him. I'll probably give it to MJ Walker, but Barnes had the two big plays of the game. Manny versus Crawford, or maybe a Mikey Garcia. I can see Pac fighting Mikey Garcia. I think that'll do big numbers too. So yeah, and I would rather see, for my own selfish reasons, I'd rather see Crawford fight Pacquiao, Crawford get that second belt, and then Crawford and Spence fight for undisputed with both having two belts. That would be my ideal situation. The football recruiting is going to go up and down like a stock market. Canes fans know all about crying. Chad taking shots. MJ Walker. Yeah, that's what I said. MJ Walker. MJ Walker is a dog. Dude, he's very good. 23 for Indiana. 23 was a problem. We had nothing for that dude. 23 was a problem. T2Y, if it was up to Mullen, every game would be a home game. If it was up to Mullen, he'd have 80, 90, 100,000 people in the swamp. All COVIDed up. That was up to Mullen. And I saw the Big Ten change rule. Bro, I was talking about that earlier on the stream. I think that's bogus. But I understand it. I think it's bogus, but I understand that you want to keep your big time school in the spotlight. Ohio State's the big time money maker, so you want to keep them in the spotlight. Ohio State's going to draw all the ratings. So I get it. I think it's BS. If I'm those other schools, I'm mad, but I get it. That was BS big. I think so too, man. But again, it's all about the money, and Ohio State's going to draw the money, so that's where it's at with that. Miami plays North Carolina prime time at home. I don't know, do they? Maiden Day, T2Y, Hurricane Kilo. Is Miami, North Carolina prime time, or what is that? And is that in Miami or in North Carolina? Never mind. I won't talk smack about the Noles. Talk your smack. That's football. We know what's up. I'm not going to pretend like we don't. Come Saturday, we whooping all of that, Chad. We whooping all of it. Big weekend for Noles on recruiting. T2Y has some straight BS about Ohio State. That was some straight BS about Ohio State. The committee's trying to push a Big 12 team into the playoffs too. Do UF have a football channel? I don't know. I don't know if any UF guys do. I know there was a guy that used to do it, but he stopped doing videos. So I don't know what's the deal with UF and if they have any YouTube personalities. Maiden Day said no, it's a 3:30 game in Miami. And Hurricane says it's a 8 p.m. game in Miami. So which one is it? I got 2 3:30s and 1 8 p.m. $3:30, not 8. Okay. We got Kurt Herbstreit calling the game. All right. Chad says it's too easy. I'll save it. Whatever, dude. And Joseph says, Chad, you are a hater. I see the cancer on the team is slowly moving away, coming from Todd. Look, I don't think every player that left was a cancer. I'm not gonna say that. That'd be disingenuous, and that does a disservice to some of those kids. But new blood was definitely needed. But every player that left wasn't a cancer. Let me see. Well, now that the game's over, let me throw my headphones on. All right, there we go. T2Y on that Jamaican rum. I'm just glad it ain't a noon game. Kind of weird that football rivalry trash talk isn't happening this year. Because they canceled all the rivalry games, man. Right? Like Louisville doesn't get to play Kentucky this year. That's y'all big time rival. We didn't get to play the Gators this year. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's why there's not really much trash talk. Ain't nothing to talk about when you're canceling all the rivalry games. I watched some of it in between watching my nose hopefully take care of business. Durden was a cancer. I could see that. I could see how you would think Durden was one of the problems. I see Lars Woodbay down at the University of Texas visiting. Good on him. Woodbay is a guy that you can't say was a cancer, right? That was a good kid, good dude. Injury completely altered how he was being used, and I don't think he ever really recovered from it. Hope Woodbay finds what he's looking for. Let's see what we do in 3 weeks of preparation. This will truly see if we can get I agree, Joseph. I mean, look, I understand numbers are a little down. There might be some guys. There's talks that Ontario Wilson will play some DB, which makes sense. He used to be a DB who moved to a wide receiver, so it would make sense. Regardless of the numbers, if Adam Fuller can't put together a competent defensive game plan with 3 weeks to prepare, there's no reason why he should make it out that Duke game. Period. I said it. If Duke gets over 400 yards, Adam Fuller got to go. He already has to go, but there's no way he can coach the next game. After the SEC championship, Jamaican Dan Mullen will make his first appearance. Yeah, I don't know. Kentucky and Louisville are both pretty bad this year. All of us have the same rival, COVID. Yeah, pretty much everybody's fighting COVID this year. That's exactly who the rival is. Hurricane says a Jamaican Dabo was funny. It truly was. Have DJ Lundy run the ball. I don't think we need to use Lundy at running back. We got plenty of running backs. I'm looking forward to seeing Toa Philly get his carries upped. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Maybe as a change of pace, I kind of get what you're getting at, Todd. You want to have a big bruising back, maybe to wear down the defense. But they honestly, after saying they would use him at fullback, haven't used him at fullback at all. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they go that route. Brandon B says, I want to see Fuller together a full game. I want to see his dumb ass make adjustments. I don't want DB 15 yards off the ball. I feel you. That's what I'm saying. He's got 3 weeks to do all of that stuff you want to see. Put together a full, competent defensive game plan. Make adjustments when need to be made. Let's see what he does. Y'all need to smash Duke. They're terrible. I mean, really terrible. But this is Florida State we're talking about under Adam Fuller. We're talking about. I wouldn't be surprised. Everybody wants college sport. Everybody wants just the world to get back to normal. I damn sure do. I want the world back to normal. Bruh. I couldn't help but laugh. Not only did he decommit while I'm live, he decommitted while I was boosting him up. Like right on cue. I start talking about Malik McClain, bam, decommitted. That was crazy. Who's the starting QB for y'all going into next year? Well, if we land Milton, it's going to be interesting to see how that it's going to be interesting to see how that battle pans out between Mackenzie Milton and Jordan Travis. If we don't land Milton, I'm saying Jordan Travis. If we land Mackenzie Milton, it's going to depend on how he's recovered from his knee injury. I think that's a battle to have. I hope we can finish the season strong. This should help with the recruiting. I hope so. I just hope we don't cancel the game over the positive test I'm hearing about. If the game gets canceled, listen, if this game gets canceled, they might as well cancel the rest of the season. I don't know what Mike Wilson's talking about, so we're not going to go down that route. Fuller is horrible. I feel bad for FSU fans. Hey, Satterfield is not really being that great himself, is he? So don't feel bad for us. Y'all got your own guy to worry about over there in Louisville. FSU, please don't make me have to make another trolling video. You're gonna make one regardless, T2I. So don't even come in here with that bull. You're gonna make one anyway. We could win by 3 or 33. You'll still find a way to make a trolling video. How strong is the Milton transfer to FSU? Well, they're crystal balling. He's been crystal balled. I know of at least 2 crystal balls that have Milton to Florida State. I can check it. Let me check it real quick. See if anything's changed in the transfer portal. But they're putting 100% Mackenzie Milton. But there's only been one prediction. But they're saying Mackenzie Milton to Florida State as of right now. But nothing's official yet. So until he does it, till he gets here, I'm not going to pretend like he's signed, confirmed, sealed, and delivered. But it's trending positively. Supposedly Milton has been balling out on the scout team. Again, if his knee is healthy, I'm excited for Mackenzie Milton. He was a good quarterback, and I think he's going to bring some positive things to the locker room. And T2, I know I'm right. That's why he laughed, because he's going to troll regardless. Come on, FSU fans. We've been watching Fuller coach this team all season. He's never made the right. Not once. So I feel you, sir. You probably shouldn't expect it this weekend. Well, I feel bad about us too. I don't think it's Satterfield. It's our players. So you don't think it's Satterfield. You think the players. Interesting. I have those debates myself with the FSU fans. People think it's not the coaching, it's the players. Some people think, vice versa. That's interesting. I'm hearing Milton will make a decision in the next few weeks. I would say the positive thing trending for Florida State right now is I don't hear any other teams involved in Mackenzie Milton. Now, I could be wrong on that. Granted, I don't cover other teams, But I haven't heard other teams being really involved in the Mackenzie Milton talk. So I think that's a positive. Jay says, I can't wait to see Fury box again. Fury need to give Wilder his rematch. But if he doesn't, I'd be interested to see who he fights next. But need to give Wilder that rematch. Our players have no heart, coming from a Louisville fan at MTL Edits. Montre says 98%. Fury is the best in the world. I'm glad you like Tyson Fury. Look, I think Fury's a damn good fighter. I said it before. To me, Deontay Wilder cleans out the entire heavyweight division. I don't think nobody's good enough. With the one guy that I was always worried about for Deontay was always Tyson Fury, because how big he is and how well he moves and how quick he is. I always knew that matchup was a problem for Wilder. Everybody else is food. Anthony Joshua, who fights this weekend, I think he fights Pulev. Anthony Joshua's food for Wilder. Dillian White's food. Name them, line them up, they're food. Not Tyson Fury, though. I always knew that was a tough fight for Wilder. I don't think Fury's the best in the world, though. Here we go. Hey, y'all know it's coming. Y'all start talking that trash. Y'all know them boys gonna jump on down y'all necks. They gonna jump down y'all necks. You know exactly how many. Goose egg. The same amount of champions, ACC champions, Miami guys, the same letter on that Oregon helmet. We should start trolling T2Y when he does videos, but I can't make myself click onto a sugarcane video. We lost Luke Altmaier and McClain because they saw how Ole Miss put up points against Bama. But what they fail to realize is that they'll never win. I said this before, Pamela. I mean, I don't understand it. Ole Miss at its best. Ole Miss at its best is what? 9, 10 win team. FSU is at its best is what? It's holding up championship at the end of the year. So, don't know, man. I get Altmaier going back home. He's from Mississippi. It was always going to be hard to get him out of Mississippi to begin with. Remember, we had Charles Cross committed to Florida State out of Mississippi, 5-star offensive tackle. He eventually went back to Mississippi. This isn't the first time these Mississippi guys have committed and then gone back home. It happens all the time. The McClain one, though, that hurt me. Team Fury. Hey, we team Wilder over here. But I respect Tyson Fury, the fighter. I think he's been known to cheat, take drugs, and all this other stuff, whatever. His fighting ability, I do respect, though. But we team Wilder. We bomb squad over here. Transfer portal has given us some rewards. It can do the same for y'all. First, the best box in the world. No cap. Fury is the man. Hold on. I think I got somebody in here spamming my damn. Yep, I got somebody spamming. Hold on. I had to block it. It's all right. There's somebody spamming. I had to block it. We good. I've reached a new level of popularity that now I got spammers in my chat room. Somebody hating on me, I guess. Fuller has 2 brains, one lost and the other one trying to find it. Milton better than that Derek guy. Fury will finish Wilder for good. We'll see, buddy. We'll see. Dartmouth wide receiver is supposed to make his decision this week. Yeah, they got him crystal ball to Baylor. We might miss out on him, Rose. Some talk of Milton to Miami rumors, though. Nothing credible at this point. Maybe if De'Aaron King moves on, he may look at Miami. It wouldn't make sense for him to go to Miami with De'Aaron King still there. I hope all teams in the ACC gets the stuff together so the ACC could be known for a football conference again. Joshua is just super athletic. That's it. He's just a bodybuilder dude. Joshua can't take a punch. That's for damn sure. Has no chin. A very stiff movement. Hits hard. He has good technique. I'll give him that. Joshua very solid punches, tight punches, good technique. He's trained well. I just don't think. I think if it came down to him and Wilder, once Wilder connects, Joshua will fold like a lawn chair. At this point, the ACC has his Clemson. That's true. Fury's the number one heavyweight. Right now he is the number one heavyweight. Absolutely. Y'all keep riding that Fury bandwagon. I'm glad to see my boxing fans in here. I really am, because I'm going to start doing standalone boxing talk. So I look, please. Israr, if I'm pronouncing that right. Who's the other Fury fan? Sorry, Jay Rikers. Hey, you guys invite all your boxing fans to come over when I do those videos. Then this guy's spamming. Got him out of here. Weirdos, yep. That's T2Y boy on here spamming. T2Y wouldn't do me like that. I don't believe that. UK has the best heavyweights. Stop it. Your boy Joe Joyce look, he just jabbed Daniel Dubois' eyes closed last week. Daniel Dubois was supposed to be our next big heavyweight star. Now he quit on his knee. So I don't know. I don't see that. Joe Joyce, he is a solid dude. The juggernaut, solid, big, but very slow. Like, really, would you see Joe Joyce in the ring with a Deontay Wilder? Come on. No. We got some young heavyweights to look forward to. And then if you just look at the history of the heavyweight division, the Evander Holyfields, the Mike Tysons, the Muhammad Alis, come on. All y'all got is Lennox Lewis. Maybe AJ, but AJ's been kind of spoon-fed his entire career. When AJ got in the ring against some solid his first solid competition. Well, Klitschko was solid. Don't get me wrong, but Klitschko was old. Klitschko dropped AJ. You gotta give AJ a lot of credit for beating Klitschko. But when he got in that ring with Andy Ruiz put him down. So Prison Soup is Luke Altmaier, and he's trying to catch hands. Altmaier gonna get these hands for taking Malik McLean anyway. Chat jumped on me. King tweeted he would love to. I saw that King did tweet that he would love to come back. So there's a chance y'all will keep King. I don't know who Prison Soup is. Never seen him anywhere. Just probably a bot that was just spamming some stuff. Who knows? Who's the best running back at FSU for right now? I would say Webb, but he opted out. We'll see if Webb comes back. Got to be Toafili. No disrespect to Jayshon Corbin, but I think Toafili, he's just a true freshman. I see the total package of him with maybe not having elite speed, like pull-away speed, but I think he has everything else. Joshua should leave his boy from one of Joshua Soul will leave his body. Oh yeah. Water will put him down. King not returning. Fury is a cheater. Water gave him a shot. Absolutely, Joseph. I'm glad you said it. And now Fury won't even return. Come on. Fury was doped up, cracked out, overweight, and on suicide watch. And Wilder brought him back to boxing. So I'll give you a shot if you get yourself right. And Fury won't get that man his rematch. Louisville gonna have to do some recruiting. Hey, go back into Florida, man. That's Fuller burner account, probably. Somebody I've been talking trash on came in here. Fuller, maybe Brandon Jennings burner account. Somebody. Could be Warren Thompson's burner account. Tyson, Holyfield, Holmes, Ali. Absolutely. Absolutely. T2, I got a feeling Miami's going to take North Carolina lightly this weekend after bashing Duke this past weekend. Yeah. Hold on. It skipped on me. Yeah, America has the best heavy. Throughout the history, America's always had the best heavyweights. It just is what it is. T2, I say probably turn. At this point, wouldn't surprise me. Lennox Lewis beat all the top American heavyweights. Well, he did, but he didn't catch Mike in his prime. He didn't catch a prime Mike Tyson. By the time Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis fought, man, Tyson was not that guy anymore. Again, all you guys got is Lennox Lewis. What did Mike Tyson do to Frank Bruno? Who, honestly, that's who Anthony Joshua reminds me of, is Frank Bruno. Big bodybuilder looking type of guy. But Mike Tyson destroyed Frank Bruno. So, yes, Lennox did beat Evander. Like Lennox Lewis is a beast, one of my favorite, but America still's had the best heavyweights, though. Lennox Lewis in a prime Mike Tyson would have been dope to see. I know UK small, but you the one that said UK got the best heavyweights. UK is small. I'm assuming you're from the United Kingdom. By that same token, yes, the UK is a small country, but guess what? America is a big country, but America has so many other lanes that our best athletes go. Like our best athletes don't box anymore. Our best athletes play football and basketball now. Imagine if LeBron James decided he wanted to box instead of play basketball. 6'8", 260. Like imagine if LeBron James had, from the time he was 5 years old, was a boxer. You're talking about, possibly an all-time great. Our best athletes don't box. Imagine if some of these offensive linemen you see at these schools, these 6'7", 300-pound offensive linemen were boxers instead of football players. Some of these basketball players who are 6'6", 6'5", our best athletes don't box anymore. There's more money in boxing, but it takes longer to get to that point. You got to go through the stage of building up. Then you get the big pay-per-view buys and you get to fill out arenas. Basketball, rookie contracts is millions of dollars off the rip. So our best athletes don't, they don't box. Your best athletes in the UK, you're either going to play soccer, and soccer's not a big man game. There's no 6'6", 250-pound soccer players. Soccer's not a big dude game. So you got soccer over there, and then your big athletes are going to box. Boxing is huge in the United Kingdom. Shout out to the UK for being big on boxing. America, they do football, college football, basketball, hell, baseball. There's a lot of boxing probably. In America, the UFC is probably bigger than boxing. I'm a boxing head. I love it, but, and I'm not big on UFC like that, but a lot of things are bigger than boxing in America, whereas in the UK, what is it? Soccer and boxing, and that's it. Hold on, chat jumped again. T2 says the committee been disrespecting us. I don't see it. I don't see how they disrespecting you. I talked about that the other day. I don't see how they were disrespecting Miami. Miami's resume. Yes, you're 8-1 or whatever. But again, how many winning teams are on your resume? Seriously, how many winning teams are on Miami's resume? You've beaten a bunch of 2 and 3 win teams. NC State's your best win. And then your one big time game, you got handled. You got waxed. I don't see how the committee's disrespecting y'all. I really don't. If he goes on social media just to say he would love to come back, that means he's not coming back. I wish they would go back to Florida. Charlie Strong used to get some dogs out of Florida. Yeah, Charlie Strong used to be defensive coordinator for Florida. That's why. I'll give Fury. He's had intangibles of a welterweight. Hell of a fighter, but something seems off. And I'm saying PEDs. Something always seems off about Fury. Again, when a guy who has a history of taking steroids, of drug binges. Remember, when he won those titles off of a Klitschko, he didn't give Klitschko his rematch because he popped hot for PEDs and eventually dropped the titles because he refused, Fury's got a history of bad behavior. So nothing would surprise me about Tyson Fury. When's the last time Miami won? There we go. There's the $1 million question. When you say X country produces the best heavyweights, that implies consistency. Absolutely. And if you can only name Lennox Lewis, then that tells you that your country doesn't produce the best heavyweights. When you can only name one guy, and I named a list of guys. Like you said, Larry Holmes, a list of undisputeds. Muhammad Ali, Larry Holmes, Tyson, Evander. Just that list alone probably trumps anything the UK could give you. And that's not even talking about guys like Sonny Liston. You feel me? Joe Frazier. I mean, come on. Or are we now UFC MMA fighters? We lost them all. It kills me that MMA got to this point and I can only blame boxing because the politics in boxing. Because let's be honest, if this was MMA, Errol Spence and Bud have fought already. Errol Spence and Bud would have fought already. Wilder, Joshua would have fought already. That's why MMA is bigger than boxing because there's so much politics in boxing. We don't get the fights we want to see. Wilder and Joshua should have fought before both of them lost their O's. Now we'll never see two undefeated. We'll never see Wilder and Joshua fight. We'll never see those two undefeated fighters fight. That was $100 million fight. Joshua, who looks like a damn guy who's chiseled out of brick. Pause, no homo. But you get what I'm saying. Joshua looks the part. Wilder's who knocks everybody out cold, starches guys. But we'll never see that fight because of politics. Well, why? Bud Crawford is what, 33? Earl is 30. If they don't fight now, they're going to fight outside of their primes. We need to see Bud and Earl in the ring now. Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather fought 5 years, 6, 7 years too late. They fought when they were both damn near. I think Manny was like 36 or 37, and Floyd was like 38. They fought 5 years too late. Those guys should have fought 5 years earlier. That's why MMA has trumped boxing because we don't get the fights we want to see. All the big time fights, we can name a list of big time fights that we all want to see, and we're not going to get those fights for another 3 or 4 years. It's just the way it is. What's up, Polk? Oh, chat jumped on me. What's up, Polk? Big win tonight. Man, Scotty Barnes came in at the end, Giuseppe. Big win tonight. Scotty Barnes had to do biggest plays of the game. Imagine Joel Embiid in boxing. Hurricane T2I says rugby too. Yeah, they play rugby over there. And that's my point. But imagine some of these athletes you see. Joel Embiid. Even though I don't think Joel Embiid's American. I could be wrong. I don't think Embiid's American. But I get what you're saying. Hey, start doing some boxing stuff. You have good knowledge, bro. Hey, I appreciate you. And thanks for the sub. Thanks for the sub, man. And I am going to start doing it. I know Maiden Dade wants me to do some. I'm actually surprised that I have as many boxing fans that I got. So I'm definitely going to start doing some boxing stuff. FSU's best win is better than Miami's best win. That actually is a good point, Sniper Gang. Talking football. Unbelievably, like, how can you say that? But it's actually true. Our best win is better than y'all's best win. Now, we'll see if you can beat North Carolina this weekend. But that's actually a true point. They didn't respect y'all. Y'all just delusional. A lot of football players can play D1 basketball, but scholarships are limited, so they just play football. Miami should have made sure Notre Dame on their schedule as soon as Notre Dame was trying to come in the ACC. Pope, we've been disrespected by the NCAA and playoff folks. I don't see it, Dennis. How? Again, if we just talking resume, I don't see how y'all was disrespected. Y'all have no good wins on your resume. No good wins. And if if you would have put up a better fight against Clemson, you may have a case. But you got handled easily in that game. Derek King looked terrible in that game. So I don't see where y'all was disrespected. Israr says, I was talking about this era. In this era, you can give the nod to the UK. But again, in this era, it goes back to what I was previously saying. In this era, our best athletes don't box. They play these other sports, these more high-profile sports. Our best athletes don't box anymore. Sniper Gang, y'all team is Shandles Compound with the record. Al Heyman and Bob Arum. And Eddie Hearn. Don't forget Eddie Hearn, but all three of those guys are really... Now, I like Al, but those guys are the politics behind all of this, and until, that's why we don't get the fights we want. That's why we don't get the fights we want, man. Win a bowl game. Dennis Wilson, how are y'all being disrespected by a playoff committee? Explain. That's what I've been asking. Notre Dame don't want no part of Miami. Agree, bro. That's why MMA and UFC has taken over the country. Absolutely. Because we don't get the fights we want to see. Can't say that they missed. They keep pass interference on North Carolina. We mopped the floor with Notre Dame in 2017. They don't want to play us anymore. We don't, bro. It's terrible. But the sweet science is undeniable. I would take Charlie Strong right now as DK. I've been preaching Charlie Strong for a few months now. Or at least since the beginning of the season. Why we don't give him a call? I don't know. Don't know if it's because it's so early in the season or not, but it definitely didn't look as good tonight. Well, that was only our second game tonight. We'll be all right. That was literally our second game. We played a team that has already played 4 games, and that was our second game. So Indiana looked more like a team that's played more basketball, but we'll be okay. Scotty Barnes is still finding his way around the basketball court. We'll be fine. If you don't see flashes in that kid, FSU will be fine. If Miami loses to UNC, then FSU has a little ammo going into the offseason. We can talk a little bit of trash. Every year is Miami year, huh? Even 6 and 7. Dennis Wilson, I thought this year was supposed to be the year. I believe y'all take a step back and next season. Sup, Polk. Bud Crawford tweeted about a possible move down to 135. Would you be excited to see him versus Teofimo? I would be excited to see it, but see, if Bud does that, that means he's running from Earl. If Bud does that, that means he's running from Spence. There are big fights at welterweight. There's more money at welterweight than there is at 135. Why you running? Why you running? Bud could fight Thurman, big money fight. I know Danny just got beat up on, but he could fight Danny Garcia. He could fight Sean Porter. What is Bud running from? And Crawford versus Spence is the biggest fight in boxing right now. I would love to see. Don't get me wrong. I'd like to see him fight Teofimo, but you're talking Bud moving down 2 weight classes to fight Teofimo. Bud's at 147. He'd have to go down to 135 to fight Lopez. Come on, man. You don't drop down 2 weight classes. He's at welterweight. So you're gonna pass by junior welterweight and go straight to lightweight? No, I don't see that. I would like to see it, but I don't see it. Teofimo need to go ahead and fight my boy Devin Haney and stop running. Miami can't afford to lose to North Carolina in Miami. That will for sure bring recruits our way. Boxing needs Floyd. TTYC, that's just from, and no disrespect, but that's just from a casual fan. Casual fans follow the Floyd Mayweathers of the world. Boxing don't need Floyd. Boxing just needs to make the fights that people want to see, and people will care about it more. Some people calling this a bad win. Talking about basketball? How is it a bad win? It's our second game against a pretty good Indiana team that was 3-1. It's not a bad win. Stop it. We don't need him as a head coach, bro. We're talking defensive coordinator. We're talking D coordinator. We don't need him as a head coach. Willie Taggart fans coming into basketball. Uh-oh. If we had more blowout wins, we would be up there. But those close wins over lower tiered opponents has hurt us. Hate to admit it, but at this point, I just want to see us win out. And that's all you can say, Maiden Dade. See, Maiden Dade always come with the sensible talk. No one's saying Miami's bad. No one's saying y'all had a bad season. Y'all had a damn good season. But to say y'all being disrespected is a bit disingenuous. You can't struggle and, like you said, have these close wins with these bad football teams, get blown out by the one good team you've played, and then say, we're being disrespected. Now, if you had blew all those teams out, if you blow Virginia Tech out, Pitt out, then you have a case. But you didn't do any of that. Dennis Wilson, I believe you just like football and don't really know about the game. Uh-oh. Not saying Dennis is one of them, but there's a lot of y'all's favorite people out there that just like football but don't know a damn thing about it. No, it doesn't. Boston State actually needs Floyd gone. He takes away from too much attention. And I kind of agree with Giuseppe right there, bro. Like, notice Floyd always wants attention. And instead of letting the sport breathe and grow without him, he always has to try to bring it back to him. Mike Tyson and Roy, granted, they're two old guys, but they did huge pay-per-view numbers. Is it any coincidence that right after that and right after the Earl Spence fight, where Earl did pretty damn good numbers himself, Floyd wants to announce he's fighting an exhibition fight with one of the Paul brothers? Like, that's not a coincidence. Floyd does this stuff all the time. Every time boxing's trying to grow on its own, Floyd has to bring himself into the mix and try to suffocate the sport. Instead of letting the sport breathe and grow, Floyd always has to be the center of attention. That is absolutely true, Giuseppe. Like, the sport has to get away from Floyd Mayweather for it to really grow. And Giuseppe says, pass the torch. Absolutely. Like, instead of always hyping himself, why isn't Gervonta Davis should be a huge star, but Floyd don't take time to promote Gervonta Davis. Promotes himself. Floyd has overshadowed the younger generation. He wants all the money and attention. Exactly. Yeah, Spencer Crawford needs to happen. Absolutely. Hurricane Speed in here saying go Kane. Floyd has poison boxing. The new generation is about chasing money and running from fight. That's true too. Now, granted, I think there's a little bit of misconception on Mayweather. Mayweather, especially when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, he fought everybody. Let's not get it twisted. Floyd didn't duck anybody on his way up. Now, what Floyd did was once he went from Pretty Boy Floyd to Money Mayweather, he got smart. And what he said was, I'm going to make the most amount of money fighting the biggest name that I can fight. It may not be the young dog, but when Floyd started picking opponents, he picked them for a reason. Now, he may have did that later in his career, but on his way up, Floyd was fighting everybody and beating everybody. Rose, I know the game, bro. Been around the game since 82. Rose sounds crazy. Dennis Wilson, we about to set a blazing recruiting trail down there in Miami. He ducked Margarito. That's why he left Top Rank. I don't think he ducked Margarito. He left Top Rank because, listen, at the end of the day, Floyd was smart for leaving Top Rank. You see how much money he made once he got away from Bob Arum. So let's just be real on that. Also at the time, remember, Bob Arum had, who did Bob Arum had? Bob Arum had Oscar and he had Floyd. Who was Bob Arum promoting more? He was promoting De La Hoya way more than he was promoting Floyd Mayweather. De La Hoya at that time was a way bigger name than Floyd. So Floyd went out on his own and made his own name. Eventually came back and beat Oscar. So, yeah, that's why he left Top Rank. That man Rose must not know I'm Maiden Dade. He's still mad that Earl Spence gave him a black eye in sparring. I heard he knocked him down in sparring too. Just because you've been around since 82 don't mean jack squat. And Paul Williams. A lot of guys can't handle that loss. Lots of guys can't handle that loss. What loss we talking about, Tyler? Did I miss something? He wanted no piece of Paul Williams. Look how Bob doing Crawford. Exactly, Joseph. Bud is a pound for pound. A lot of people think Bud's pound for pound the best fighter in the world. Unless you watch boxing, don't no casuals know who the hell Bud Crawford even is. I'm not one of these people that count pay-per-view numbers, but Bud couldn't sell out anything outside of Nebraska, bro. Bud should be a way bigger star. And guess who top rank focused on? They didn't focus on Bud, they focused on Lomachenko. And now they finna start focusing on Teofimo. But they left your boy Bud out to dry. Bud should be arguably the biggest star in boxing, and he's not. That has something to do with Bud Crawford as well, because he doesn't have a great personality, quite honest with you. He doesn't like to be out there in front of the camera. You got to also promote yourself. But Bob ain't done nothing with Bud either, though. Pretty Boy Floyd was a different monster. Also, what hurt Floyd was when he left at 130, his power never went with him. That's true, too. When Floyd started moving up the weight classes, because he's the greatest defensive fighter of all time, it didn't really affect him. But yeah, he really wasn't able to really knock guys out anymore. But again, Pretty Boy Floyd he fought, man. Let's stop pretending like Floyd was ducking everybody. Floyd fought guys on the way up. As once he became money team and all that, he started being strategic in his moves. And at that point, can you really blame him? Look where he's at. I wish there was some Louisville people that streamed like this. You got Made in the Ville, man. I watch some of his stuff. He does some good content, bro. I know you know who that is. I think you do. I'm just diverse, bro. I'm, again, 863 Seminole TV. So we Florida State first and foremost, but I can talk about really it all. I love sports all the way around. I can talk basketball. As you can see, I'm big on my boxing stuff. I love it all. So I'm diverse with it. And when I start talking like this, I get lost up in how long I even been on here. So hit the like button if you're still on here chopping it up. Talking about people, not talking the big fight. Man, I heard my boy Danny Garcia. I wanted him that fight, but I didn't see the Danny when he fought Lucas Matisse. I feel you, Frank. But Danny, again, I talked about this last time. Danny is he's a counter puncher. So that's just the way he fights, man. Danny's always been kind of known for not really letting his hands go. Kind of similar to Adrian Broner, man. They just don't throw enough punches. And when you got a guy in Earl Spence who's pushing the pace, constantly being the aggressor, Danny had to throw more punches and he didn't do it. And Earl was killing him with the jab and the body shots. And Giuseppe makes a good point too. Danny's power never came up to him with work. He was way better at 140. When Danny's power has not translated to 147 either. That's a good point by Giuseppe. Danny was known for knocking dudes out at 140. He came up to 147. I don't think he's put anybody even down, has he? Danny he doesn't, good fight for Earl though. And I can't wait to see Earl, who he fights next. Danny had to do more in that fight, and he didn't. And you could hear his dad. His dad was pissed off at him. He was telling him in the corner, man, you got to throw more punches. But it's easier said than done when you're in there with a guy. When you're in there with the guy and Earl Spence, who's constantly pushing and pushing and pushing. Made in the Ville. Yeah. I don't know. He was in here earlier, man. We're going to do, me and him, he's a good dude. We're going to do some content. Once we play Louisville, let me find him for you for sure. I don't know if it's Made in the Ville or Made for the Ville. I'm sorry. It's Made for the Ville. He's a Louis Tube. He's a Louisville YouTuber, and he's a radio host on ESPN. But he does YouTube. He does live streams. So you Louisville guy, man, go check him out. Made for the Ville. He's a Louisville guy. He said, yeah, I know who he is. Okay, so you know who I'm talking about. Keith Thurman, a Florida boy. I like Keith, man. But Keith's problem was after he won them belts. To me, he kind of lost his. He lost something. I made $100 off of Keith because I knew Pacquiao was gonna beat him because I knew Keith ain't got it no more. I listen to the way Keith Thurman talk and know that he ain't got the dog in him anymore. He won them titles, made a lot of money, got hurt, and got comfortable. And I don't think Keith Thurman got it anymore. That's just me though. I used to be a big Keith Thurman guy too. If Danny had an active jab, he would have stopped throwing those wide punches. He would be elite, but he never fixed it. So I don't know who to blame. His trainer, and his trainer's his dad. And sometimes you got to get away from your pops. Absolutely, man. Thank you. Again, this is what you get over here. As you can see, I got a bunch of hurricane dudes. Pancake Boy says hi. I don't think I've ever seen you before. So hello to you. But as you can see, man, I got Louisville guys in here. I got a bunch of Miami fans. Destroy just showed up. One of my Gator got him, Chad, BB. Those are the Florida Gator fans. See, I even know you guys by heart. I got Ohio State guys that follow the channel. This is a whole community over here, brother. So you are always welcome. Oh, and it looks like we got some we're gonna do more boxing things because these boxing conversations are going fairly deep, and I love it. Danny needs a new trainer, someone like Buddy McGregor. I haven't heard that name in a while. Dennis Wilson, me too. I left the playing field at age 30. I played the game since I was 5 years old. I'm 37 now. FSU has now won 40 consecutive non-conference home games. And that's 25 straight home 25 straight home wins for the FSU basketball team as of beating Indiana tonight. So big time. FSU can't lose at home. You a good dude, Pope. Hey, again, shout out to y'all. I just come on here and talk, and we have a fun time doing it. Dalvin Cook actually was a Gator. Oh, Dalvin Cook was committed to Clemson and Florida at one point. So, yeah. That's a crazy stat, Tyler. 10 straight overtime games. FSU's won 10 straight overtime games. That is a crazy stat. I would love to know what's the next highest. Probably like 2. I would love to know who has the second highest overtime streak. That's kind of more impressive than the home winning streak. Those 10 straight overtime games. That's what it seems like, right? The longer the game goes on for Florida State, the better for us. Not only are we deep, I think our length, as you go longer in the game and fatigue starts taking over, you start misjudging how long the FSU is. And all of a sudden, they're able to, steal balls because you think you have a lane and you really don't. Have you seen those Ring City USA cards on NBC Sports Networks? I haven't. I have not seen those. Mostly I'm watching Showtime, PBC on Fox, DAZN. That's where you get most of your boxing stuff at. Top Rank on ESPN. I watch some of that. I haven't seen that though. Might check them out. Rose, you play college ball. The committee disrespecting us with the 20 ranking. I'll give it time. I think it's a bit of disrespect. After last year, to not have us, I don't know, maybe top 15 to shoot us all the way down to 20 is a bit like what? We were as high as number 4 last year, so I agree with you there. In due time, though, they're gonna come around. I think FSU's just gonna get better because we did not play a good game tonight, and yet we found a way to win that game. And that's the sign of a good team when you don't play your best and still find a way to win. when you have a guy like 23 out there from damn near an hour, us being able to rotate guys can shut a guy like that down. Yeah. Yeah, because you got a guy like him, and he's obviously a good player, great player. He's a dog, but when you can continuously rotate bodies on him, yeah, he's going to get worn down. He's going to get tired. Absolutely right, Tyler. Because he was giving us fits. They set up the ring outside Wild Card Boxing Gym in the parking lot. Sean Porter is the commentator. Really? Are these ranked fighters? Are these actual professional fighters? Are they like upcoming prospects? What's some background on that? Because I'll check it out. Especially if they're like some upcoming guys. Leonard Hamilton keeps a deep bench. All sportscasters are saying that when we went to the Elite Eight he's always kept on a deep bench. And FSU's always has played tough defense. That's a staple of a Leonard Hamilton team is tough defense. Offensively has always been a bit to be desired to me. I mean, even watching tonight, I'm like, we got to do better on offense. We got to get better in our offensive rotations and our sets. But I think that'll come, especially if Scotty Barnes continues to get that offensive game going. I mean, he showed signs tonight with that long three, that game-winning drive. Scotty Barnes comes consistent on offense. Watch out for Florida State. MJ Walker, imagine a duo offensively. All you need offensively is MJ Walker and a Scotty Barnes, or MJ Walker and just someone else to develop into a consistent score. Because defensively, man, they are suffocating. Canelo versus Callum Smith. How you see that fight going, Pope? I wouldn't be surprised if Canelo knocked him out. But knockout or decision. Again, I want to see Canelo fight Caleb Plant. If Canelo was going to fight anybody at 168, it should have been Caleb Plant, not Callum Smith. Sorry, I'm not big on those Callums and those Liams over there across the pond in the UK. Those guys always are good domestic fighters. Once they step up on the big stage, like a Ricky Hatton, those type of guys, man, they're not who they're all cracked up to be. Maybe Callum Smith will put up a good fight. I think Canelo probably dominates that fight, if I'm being honest. I wouldn't be surprised if that fight don't go 5 rounds, bro. Yeah, prospects and hungry veterans looking for a break. Pretty good fights. I would definitely love to watch some prospects out there. Freddie Roach getting work on national TV for his guys. Plant is Plant is with the PBC. Yes, he is. But Canelo don't belong to Canelo was signed with Golden Boy. And Canelo don't belong to Golden Boy no more. I think Canelo's free to go where he wants. So I don't know. He should have took the Plant fight. That's just me. I would have loved to see that one. Don't get me wrong. I think Canelo, honestly, might be pound. I think Canelo pound for pound over Bud, personally. And I'm not a big Canelo guy, but I think you can't deny Alvarez, in my opinion. But there's some fights out there that I think he needs to fight. And if he gets past some of these fights, I will not question or doubt Canelo Alvarez anymore. But there's some guys. I think Big Charlo gives Canelo a run. I think Caleb Plant would give Canelo a run. Those are the 2 fights I really want to see. I'd love to see Earl move up and fight Canelo. I don't know if Earl could beat him, though, but I'd love to see it. I mean, Earl's at 147. Do we really want to see Earl move up to 160? I don't know. I know he walks around bigger than that, but I don't know if I want to see Earl move up. I don't know. Does Earl's power translate to 160? Those are a lot of questions. But I would love to see Charlo. I would love to see Plant. But I guess Callum Smith is a solid opponent. I don't really see that fight going. I don't see that fight doing much. But maybe Giuseppe or one of y'all know more than me about Callum Smith. I know a little bit about him. I think there were better fighters for Canelo. He's a free agent. There's some smoke about Canelo and a Heyman partnership. I'd love to see it. If that happens, then you know he's gonna fight he's gonna fight Big Charlo if that happens. He's got to fight Charlo if that happens. Yeah, Porter is a mandatory, I think, for 2 belts, actually. I think Porter's a mandatory for Bud and Porter's a mandatory for Earl. Now, I would love to see Porter go for Bud because we've already seen Porter and Earl Spence. So I would love to see Porter go at Bud. But I think Porter's a mandatory for 2 belts. The one Bud has and one of Spence's belts. I was 6'3", 180 my senior year. My original position was wide receiver safety. The only one of me playing offense. Man, Rose out here reminiscing on the past days when he was 6'3", 180. Now he's 6'3", 250. I wish Porter had knockout power at 147. Porter, very unorthodox. I like Sean Porter, man. 2-time welterweight champion. I don't know if he could beat Bud, though. But I think his style gives Bud some problems. And at least if Bud could beat Sean Porter, because my problem with Bud, man, at 140, he was undisputed, cleaned the division. Got it. I understand. That's what his pound for pound rankings based off of, what he did at 140. At 147, Bud has not fought any top welterweight. Not one. I thought Kell Brook was going to give him a fight. Obviously, I was wrong. Kell Brook is washed at this point. Kell Brook might as well retire. Kell Brook didn't look like he belonged in that ring. Now, he did a little bit solid work at first, but Kell Brook, obviously, he's damaged goods. Triple G, Gennady Golovkin messed him up first. Earl Spence finished that eye off. And yeah, I don't think Kell Brook will ever be the same. Styles definitely make fights. I really like him. He's a motor that doesn't stop. Absolutely. Definitely great chin. And again, unorthodox, constantly. Sean Porter's constantly throwing punches. That's one thing I think you're guaranteed. You're guaranteed to get out of a Sean Porter fight is Sean Porter is going to throw punches. Sean Porter podcast is legit. I've heard some of it. I know. I like Sean Porter's podcast. Hey, man, don't be putting my weight out here. Like I just guessed. But, hey, I know how it is when you get older, bro. Triple G and Spence killed him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Triple G and Spence ruined Kell Brook. I thought it was going to give maybe Bud's just that amazing. But honestly, I just think Kell Brook is just damaged goods, bro. I just think Kell Brook was damaged goods at this point. And that's my problem with Bud. I know what he did at 140, but at 147, for him to talk as much as he talks, Earl Spence by far has the better resume. By far. Who has Bud fought at 147? Joe Horn, who is trash. I mean, let's be honest. He got a gift decision over Manny Pacquiao. Joe Horn ain't been good since Bud beat him. I think Joe Horn, it was knocked out in his last fight. I could be wrong, but he's been knocked out since. He fought Amir Khan, who's not a true welterweight anyway. And Amir Khan is known for having a glass chin. Hell, if I hit myself in the chin, I'll knock Amir Khan out. Everybody knows that. And that's it. And Kell Brook now. Again, another guy who's damaged goods. Literally had his eye, literally has like a steel plate in his eye because of what Triple G and Earl Spence did to him. Those are his big wins at 147. Come on, man. Come on. Basketball, football. Hey, bro. Thanks, Panama. Again, yeah, if you like this type of stuff, bro, tell them. You come to the right place, bro. I'm 6'2". I would jam Rose at the line. He wouldn't be able to run his round in my day. You hear that, Rose? He calling you out. Now, Dennis is a little old now. But back in the day, back when they had to walk 30 miles to school, back in the day when gas was 99 cents, back in the day when you can go to the corner store with $1 and walk out with 3 bags of chips, Skittles, some gum, and a soda, man, Dennis would have gave you the business. He cakewalked that one for us. Thank you. Again, I like Bud. I'm a Bud fan, but his 147 resume is trash. I can't say he's the best welterweight in the world. And because I can't say he's the best welterweight in the world, I can't say he's the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. Earl Spence is the best welterweight in the world. I think Canelo's the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. And I think Earl is on his way. Bud's got to do more. Bud has to fight a Sean Porter. No reason. But we doing basketball too, brother. Big basketball win tonight. We got basketball on the dock tonight. We got some boxing talk on the dock tonight. And of course, like always, we talking football because first and foremost, that's what this is. That's most of us. That's the reason why we fell in love with Florida State to begin with, because of football. Big win tonight for FSU. Beat Indiana. Game winner by that true freshman, number 4, Scotty Barnes. Love the show. This is for everyday sports fans. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you, Joseph Oliver. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. And don't get it twisted. I love Bud, but if he wants respect, thank you, Maiden Date. If you want respect, you need to fight the PBC welterweights because you ain't fought nobody. And Top Rank don't have any welterweights worth a damn. They don't have any welterweights worth a damn. Manny had better fights than Bud since he came. Hell, Manny fought Thurman. A 40-year-old Manny Pacquiao fought Keith Thurman and beat him. Come on. And Bud can't get no fights? Or Bud don't want no fights? I don't know. Dennis Wilson, you would have been better chance of jamming your damn toe. I love watching your football chats. I'm a diehard Seminole fan here in Tampa. One thing this team is missing, a driver to the rim like Trent Forrest. But Scotty Barnes showed his true potential. I don't know, man. MJ Walker was driving. I feel you on the Trent Forrest stuff. I felt like MJ Walker was doing his thing. But every single time he drove and got the bucket, they called a walk or offense or some bogus calls. Let the refs. Granted, FSU didn't hit his free throws tonight, which is why that game was close. But the refs did us no favors. At home, the refs really were calling some bogus stuff. Alexa, turn on room light 1. Illuminate. Illuminate. Tell me if y'all know what movie that's from. Illuminate. Deluminate. If you know what movie that's from, I don't know. I just want to see if anybody knows what movie's that from. Thanks, Jonathan. And again, Joseph, man, thank you for the $8 donation, brother. One of my biggest supporters right there is Joseph Oliver, man. Shout out to Jay Oliver. Does nobody know where that line is from? Illuminate. When he's sitting, Buddy walk in. Illuminate. Illuminate. I give you a hint. Wesley Snipes is the one who says the line. What time is y'all game Saturday? It is, I think the game is at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Let me double check, but I think it's a 4 p.m. game. It's 11 a.m. Hawaii time, which, yeah, I think that's like 4 p.m. Eastern time, I think. Yeah. Yeah, man. You know. So nobody know that. Okay, that's from Demolition Man. Since nobody want to answer my damn question. But yeah, 4:00. Okay, so y'all play at the same time as us then. I guess so. I thought y'all play at 3:30. So yeah, about 30 minutes later. And then the basketball team plays. I don't even know what time they play. We play the Gators. Let me see. Let me see what time we play Florida. Let's see if I gotta watch both at the same time, or can I watch one and then watch another? Let's see. We play Florida. Oh no, we play Florida super early. So I think Florida's a noon game. Yeah, Florida's a noon game. So that's 6 a.m. over here. Damn, I don't want to get up that early. I might though. I might get up that early and watch FSU Florida State. So yeah, I can watch that game. Then I can watch the football game. Let me check one more thing because I believe Anthony Joshua fights Saturday. Let me see when AJ fights. See if I can catch. No, I don't want to do that. I have to check that later. They play 11. Damn, Demolition Man. I haven't seen that. Used to be like my favorite movie, dog. Growing up, I love watching Demolition Man. Yeah, Scotty hit the game winner, bro. But like, he hit the game winner, and there was like 1.8 seconds left. But he drove the little kiss off the backboard. Game winner by Scotty Barnes. And overtime at that. So that was actually a pretty good game if you didn't watch Indiana and Florida State. And I'm going to check, see if Anthony Joshua is actually fighting. I don't expect AJ to lose. I expect him to walk straight through Pulev. I don't think Pulev has anything for AJ. But I'm gonna still tune in just because. But I expect Pulev to dominate that all day. We had some good weekends of boxing to close out the year. Absolutely. AJ does fight Saturday. All right. Now the question is, what time does he fight? You're going to have to remember, I'm watching late games in Germany. Yeah, and I got to watch them early over here. So I know the pain, Jay Oliver. It's like right now, I know it's pretty late for you guys. But it's only 6 p.m. here. So AJ does fight, but I'm trying to see. So for me, AJ fights at 8 a.m. on Saturday. So that's my Saturday should be packed. I wake up at 6, watch the basketball game. Because they're fighting in probably the UK. So I can wake up at 6, watch the basketball game. According to this, AJ's fighting watch live Saturday at 8 a.m. So once the basketball game goes off, I tune on here. Then by the time they fight, yeah, the football game. Yeah, my whole morning booked. Whole morning booked Saturday. All right. And shout out to everybody who stuck in here, man. And on this, again, another good show, just out of the blue. I just wanted to do a show out of the blue. We had a good basketball game on tonight. I'm surprised I had as many people in here as I really did. I didn't promote it. I didn't do anything. I just popped up. So shout out to everybody who stuck with me in the chat. And we talked about it all. We talked about football, basketball, boxing. We talked about it all tonight. But I'm going to go ahead and pay attention to these kids because you can hear him calling me. What, boy? Want to watch TV? Yes. All right. So let me get on these kids, man. You guys have a great rest of your night. Again, hit the like button on. If you haven't hit the like button on your way in, please hit it on your way out. and share. If you guys like this stuff, like I saw a lot of people, if you like this content, we want to grow this whole thing, man. Share the videos. Let people know about me. Let them know I do more than just football talk, man. We versatile over here. We talk all types of sports. So let them know I'm coming. I promise I'm coming. Let them know, hey, stay classy, Seminoles. And shout out to every other fan base in the chat. But it's your boy. And we got you. I will see y'all later.